Hello and welcome to another episode, another video, or whatever you want to call it, of Coffee and Stocks. In today's video, we're going to quickly talk about what happened to Hyliion. Not really what happened to Hyliion, but you know what I'm talking about. But before we get started, how about we get some coffee? All right, I want to get one thing straight, and that I am not a financial advisor, so please do not take my words as advice. Please don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe, because honestly, it does go a long way in supporting the channel. Don't forget that every video from Sunday's video to Thursday's video, if you do comment on that video, you do have an opportunity to win a $20 gift card. So don't forget to comment on each one, like each video, be a subscriber, and you'll be able to get that $20 gift card that I will be showing off or picking on Friday's video. So let's get one thing straight, right? Hyliion today, all the way down to $48.08, right before the market closed. That's pretty bad. That's a negative 4.84%. It's not too pretty. They only went up after that point around 1.74%, and then they dropped once again around, what is that, 1%. So in the 5-day chart, they do look pretty good. They're still up 1.75% for the week, etc. They did hit this point right here where it's just keeps going down. That's around 4.84%. For the month, they're still pretty good at around 20% to the upside, and obviously in 6 months they're like crazy. They're up like 400%. Now, why did this decrease? Why did it go down from their price of $50 to $48? Why guys? Well, there is a little bit of pullback. There hasn't been any crazy news happening lately. Tortoise Acquisitions does still have the merger happening not happening next week, but they have the voting happening next week on September 28th, I believe it. Yeah, September 28th on Monday, September 28th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. They're calling it special meetings, right? So they want Tortoise Acquisition Corp wants and reminds shareholders to vote in favor of business combination with Hyliion, right? So this price right here at $50 that we reached, I think the highest that it's been, where's the highest one? $58.66 has been without the merger. Now, the $58.66 came from a very quote unquote hype for this company. A lot of people were looking at it and it's like, oh, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go up to $100. Yes, but don't forget that as the hype disappears and it fades away, it does drop. I mean, we're already at $48 from the $58 mark, but you do have to understand that it was at $10 as of June 17, 2020, right? So in a couple months, it went up to $48. Now, is it a buy, right? Is it a buy even though it's at $48 or at $50? Me personally, I still think it's a buy. I think tomorrow it might drop a little bit more, and I'm hoping it drops a little bit more so I could buy more shares to average cost my dollars. But just don't forget, this now it's going to start having a lot more volatility because it is closer to September 28th, right? Today's September 22nd. That's 6 days on Monday, right? I think that it might drop a lot more on Monday. Maybe Friday it drops, and then Monday it drops a little bit more too, because they are having this special meeting. So hopefully it doesn't drop like a crazy amount, obviously, because a lot of people are going to get scared and the phone was going to go all the way down. But every stockholder, if we continue looking at this Yahoo Finance news, every stockholder's vote is important regardless of the number of shares the stockholder holds. Accordingly, Tortoise Corp requests that each stockholder complete, sign, date, and return the proxy card. I did this last week when they sent it. If that has not already done so to ensure that the stockholders' shares will be represented in a special meeting. Stockholders which holds shares in street name, meaning that their shares are held of record by a broker, bank, or other nominee, should contact their broker, bank, or nominee to ensure that their shares are voted. Right, so it's super important to look at this. It's super important to just see all of these things that they are producing, because you know they're just doing amazing stuff so far. If you look at here, where is it? Oh, $1.1 billion in enterprise value. That's pretty amazing, right? 36. The problem that they're trying to attack: 36.6 billion metric tons of CO2 were emitted globally in 2018. They're trying to eliminate 1 million metric tons of CO2, right? With 300, and they currently have 335 Hyliion Hypertrucks. Their mission: be the leading powertrain provider of electrified solutions for the commercial vehicle industry. This is going to play a huge role in making the environment better. And if you don't believe in, you know, the global craziness that's happening, this is still like a pretty good thing for everyone in any kind of industry. You know, a lot of people in California are leading to zero emissions, so negative carbon trucks or cars. So this is definitely going to be a great thing for Hyliion. Electrifying trucking, reduce GHG emissions, lowest total cost of ownership, strong customer demand, and around $800 billion of market opportunity, and that is global, right? So I think they're doing amazing stuff. Early deployment in fleets with 30,000 trucks, 2 million miles driven over the road to date, and that's to date, right? And they still haven't merged, and it's freaking crazy. Customer trials in 2021 with launch partner binding pre-orders of 1,000 trucks. This 1,000 trucks comes from, oh, it's lagging. So anyways, these trucks come from already an investor who was pre-ordered 1,000 trucks from Hyliion, which is pretty amazing. I think it's Agility who does that. So it's definitely something to look into, because this price of $48.60, it's not gonna stay there. It's just gonna increase dramatically to the upside. Make sure that you guys do have this in your watch list, because it's just, honestly, it's really gonna explode. They've been doing a whole bunch of positive things. I know in Canada, if you look at their Twitter, they work with this company, Return It, and they're making a huge difference in the transition towards a cleaner, more sustainable commercial transportation industry. And let me just make this into a full screen so you guys are able to see what I am talking about. Okay, so go ahead and watch this real quick.
We're pleased to be joined by Honourable Bruce Ralston, the Ministry of Energy and Mines, and Della Bond from Fortis BC to launch Canada's first compressed natural gas hybrid electric compaction truck. This exciting new technology will combine a lower emission engine with an advanced compaction unit that will help us carry 6 times the number of containers in a single trip. Through the introduction of this pilot, we look at this as the first step towards transitioning our entire fleet. And that's why we're here today to announce Canada's first CNG hybrid electric truck, which once it's operational will help us reduce our emissions by as much as 25%.
Reducing transportation emissions is a major goal of our Clean BC plan. And companies like Return It, who are using innovative technology, a hybrid CNG electric truck to dramatically reduce the emissions of their trucking fleet, are welcome news and will go a long way towards helping us meet our climate goals here in British Columbia.
As BC's leading recycling agency, we're implementing a suite of broad initiatives to help modernize the recycling system and make it easier and more convenient for consumers to recycle. With the ongoing threat of climate change, we're finding ways to reduce the emissions from the transportation and processing of beverage containers.
Fortis BC is really proud and excited to be here today to support Return It while they work towards decarbonizing their fleet with this very exciting, innovative technology.
At Return It, we're constantly innovating, and that's why we're happy to introduce This lower carbon emission engine, combined with its advanced compaction unit, which will allow us to transport 6 times the number of beverage containers in a single trip.
And it's crazy how great PR Hyliion is getting from this, and this is way before the merger, and it's amazing. You know, they're already making huge and great friends. Honestly, with if they make more friends with the companies like that, it's amazing what they can do in the future, especially next week after the merger happens. Anyways, that was the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hyliion dropped a little bit in price, but it's fine because they could you know, they're definitely gonna go way above $70. So if it drops a little bit more, just make sure you guys join the train. Don't forget to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe, because it does go a long way in supporting the channel. And if you do comment in each video, you do have an opportunity to win the $20 e-gift card. All right, see you guys next time on Coffee and Stocks.